Just when I thought I'd done it all, I come up with more shit to do. Well, I've experimented with just about every goddamn fasting protocol you can come up with. I've experimented with my macros by doing a ketogenic diet. I've further, explored cyclical ketogenic diet to see if it returns a lot of hunger and craving issues, which it does not, but there are some negatives to it. So first things first, I'm going to get to that. When you do a cyclical ketogenic diet, you're not going to experience efficient weight loss unless you're doing something significant to supplement it, like longer fasts. If you're doing a couple 24s a week, you'll see a little bit of progress. But once, obviously I'm talking about if you're down near your goal. If you're up and you're just starting out, I'm telling you, you're going to see massive weight loss is easier when you're huge. Once you get closer and closer to, to that range where you're still fat or overweight, as they like to call you in the government fucking terms, when you're still in that range and you're trying to get down to healthy by government standards, you're going to slow down massively. As I've experienced, I've plateaued multiple times now within 12 to 13 pounds of my goal weight. So it's starting to fucking piss me off a little bit. With all the effort I've made, I should have kept a nice steady creep down. But here's what's been happening since I switched to cyclical ketogenic diets, which, as you know, has been every 2 weeks I'll carb up and have a cheat day where I can kind of not give a fuck and do what I want. Because, let's face it, we're surrounded with a lot of really awesome tasting food that is like death if you eat it all the time. And I've accepted that. I've accepted that sugar, fructose, processed foods, that these things are to be done in extreme moderation. Not even every weekend, more like every other weekend moderation. Can you do it every weekend? I believe you can with a significant amount of fasting, but the closer together these carb ups are, the less time you're spending in ketosis. The more of a chance that you're going to completely drop out of keto adaptation, which means your hunger, your cravings are going to come back and you're going to have some significant energy level issues. If you're okay with those things, then by all means you can do a CKD every weekend, and I would throw in some longer fasts with that if you're going to do it that way. And I might even experiment with that myself when I get close to maintenance, but right now I'm still cutting pretty hard. And, I will find the optimal maintenance cyclical method, if you can call it that, when the time comes. But as for right now, I'm still trying to get down to 180. 180 has been my goal for a while, and what's been happening is I'll start to creep down around the second week of my ketosis, and I'll get down to 189, 188. I even saw 187 at one point. Then I carb up and wham, way the fuck up into goddamn 192, 193 range. 193 was where I plateaued before I started a ketogenic diet. So I have come down over a long period of time as far as my set point, where my body wants to be, where it will easily regain to get to. Even on a ketogenic diet, it seems my body wants to weigh in the 190 to 193 range and stay there. Once it gets to 193, it kind of hovers there. Sometimes it goes down to 191. And I kind of get this up-down with my 16-hour to 18-hour fasts every day, eating a ketogenic diet. Working in some 24s here and there. Once I do the 24s in the second week, basically it's wham, drop the first week. It takes 3 days to recover from the carb up, and then it slowly drops after that. And eventually it just stops. And then you repeat the cycle. So cyclical ketogenics, in my book, is a maintenance protocol. It's not something that you want to do to lose weight, in my opinion, because it's just not efficient. That being said, I do enjoy my carb ups, and I'm having to do one this weekend, which is unscheduled because we're going to a wine tasting, and a lot of money was spent on this event. And, I'm not a big wine connoisseur, but, it's an adventure, especially as a photographer. I'd like to go on these kinds of little adventures. And so I'm going to be drinking some wine, which, of course, is combining two evils, alcohol and carbs. And there's going to be snacks and junk food that people are going to bring and all of that. So I'm like, you know what? This is going to launch me into my next challenge. So the verdict on cyclical ketogenic diet is great for maintenance, shitty for weight loss, because it takes so long to recover from your carb up, for your water weight to drop down to more baseline levels, and it really shines a light on how hard it is to actually lose the fat. And it's kind of disguised if you're not doing a ketogenic diet with intermittent fasting. And the closer you get to your goal, the more reluctant your body is to do that. And I haven't figured out how to reset that. There's got to be a way to fucking reset that clock, to get your metabolism ramped up, and I haven't figured that out. Exercise hasn't worked. The gym, it seems like when I go to the gym and I work out, I gain weight regardless of what I'm eating. I don't know if I'm gaining muscle, which I don't think I am. I mean, honestly, my strength levels have been the same, throughout this whole process. I just went to the gym this week, so I'm a little pumped. But, I'm no bodybuilding motherfucker anyway. But you have to just keep in mind that our bodies do have a set point, and I keep hitting mine, and you can keep nudging that set point lower. I've learned that. But you gotta do some shit to make that happen. So, I'm here to announce that next week I will be releasing, probably around Tuesday, I'll be releasing the first video of the weight loss challenge. I'm shooting for Tuesday, or the weight loss how-to coaching series. But at the same time, I will also be doing my very first 5-day fast. That's right, starting Sunday, which I won't film because, 24 to 36 is easy. Doesn't require me. There's documented well on my channel. Go back and watch some of those, and you'll see when I was doing 36-hour ADF regularly, and I did a couple close to 72, but not quite there fast. I did do one successful 72-hour fast. And I struggled a lot, but I was eating a shit ton more refined carbs and processed food. So I'm curious, can I do a 5-day water fast, being mostly ketogenically adapted? Now, granted, I'll be carbing up, over the course of the next 24 hours, which will refill all my glycogen. So the first thing that's going to have to go is the glycogen. That takes 36 hours. So I won't do an update Sunday or Monday because I'm just going to be burning off glycogen those days. Where it's going to get interesting is around the 48-hour mark, or around, the 72-hour mark, which is my personal record, and so on and so forth. So next week, starting Sunday, I will be doing a 5-day water fast. Nothing but water and black coffee and tea with maybe some new stevia for sweetening or sucralose as my sweeteners. But overall, that's going to be all I'm going to have. I'm planning on taking magnesium sulfate baths to keep my magnesium and salt levels where they should be, because I do realize my levels are a lot lower. Even after carbing up, that it's really easy for me to become, magnesium or sodium depleted, in which case you feel really tired, you feel kind of craving, you feel like dog shit when that shit hits bottom. I'm going to up my water consumption to also get some of those minerals, but from what I've been reading, you don't get a shit ton of minerals in spring waters anyway, because they're so heavily fucked up or fucked with. And I'm not going to go out and buy the fucking $7 bottles of water, to drink on this, so fuck that. I'm also not going to go out and buy big bottles of fucking pills. I'm not going to get magnesium pills and supplements. I don't do supplements. I don't like the idea of supplements. I never will. If I can't do it the right way, then goddamn it, it's not meant to fucking happen. Alright? Just put it that way. If I'm severely deficient in something to the point where the doctors are saying, if you don't fucking do this, you're gonna fucking die or get scurvy or fucked up or something, then yeah, I'll go down to the goddamn supplement store and take a fucking supplement. But right now, I am seemingly healthy with no issues, not even getting muscle cramps lately, which started out a few times. I had some muscle cramps, which is a sign of some deficiencies in minerals and electrolytes. But for the most part, I'm fine. I'm really sore from my workout, trying to recover from that. Hopefully this carb up helps with that. I haven't figured out that issue. So, that's right. 5-day motherfucking water fast challenge starting Sunday night. I'll keep you guys posted throughout that. I will do the weight loss series, and then at the end of the week I will try and do, I'm going to get really busy the following week, so I'm going to try and do another feedback video by Friday, because I have a wedding I got to work as a photographer for the following week, and I'm going to be really busy with that. Won't be able to put any videos up. Before I let you go, I do want to touch on a few things that have been commented on from my last video. I asked you all if you guys would pay for content, and I got a resounding fuck no for the most part on that one. The only thing that people said that they'd be interested in paying for is personal coaching or keto coaching. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. To me, I'm already coaching you. You're watching my ads, my ad videos, and I'm coaching you, and I'm making a little bit of scratch off of that. I also want to thank those of you that have contributed. I don't know if you know this, but there is a donate button on the main channel page, and with every video you'll see the little info fucking icon that's usually in this area, or maybe that area, or somewhere, that you can click on and give me a few bucks that way if you feel I've earned it. These videos take a lot of work, a lot of production value I put into them. I'm always experimenting. Like right now I'm experimenting by filming this in front of my TV because I can't seem to green screen to save my life, and I do like having different backgrounds instead of just sticking with the one background. I've experimented with audio. Obviously I like the mic'd up audio better than this shitty audio that you're listening to, but all of this takes time, money, and effort, and the time I spend doing this is time I'm not making money in other areas. So I want to thank you, and some of you have been very generous. I received 2 donations this week, and I'm very appreciative. So and it doesn't tell me who did this, so if you don't want me to know, you don't want me to know. But I do want to thank you because I do appreciate that. That does definitely help me, and it gives me a little leeway on the amount of time I can dedicate to my YouTube channel. I'd love to do this all the time, full time. I'd love to be a full-time YouTuber, but I don't get paid enough to do that yet. Maybe someday. I don't know. I don't know how many subscribers it takes to get to where I can have a self-sustaining income on this, but that's why I asked the question. I know I have it as an option now. A lot of YouTubers do a lot of different fucking things to try and make a little money on this. And, given the amount of work I put into it, I do feel I earn the money that I do receive from the ad revenue, and then some, because I put way more work than I actually get paid for into this channel. Which is fine, because the other benefit I'm getting out of that is I'm spreading the word on how fucked up our Western diet is, all the health problems that are going on, and I want to get that word out there to people who don't have the stamina necessarily to sit through a scientific lecture or a boring diet lecture. You know, a lot of people find me entertaining, and I get the message across because I've been entertaining. You know, not to toot my horn or anything. I don't know why I'm entertaining. I don't know why people think I'm funny. Who the fuck knows? All I know is I'm getting the message out there. It's helping people and it's affecting people in a positive way, and it's fucking I didn't picture this channel going this way, to be honest with you. I started it out as I'm just going to put my shit out there and be entertaining and have fun, and then I decided to reform my health and my body weight, and lo and behold, it's become a nutrition health channel. I was the poster boy for fucking that up for majority of my life, and now here I am giving advice on it. Probably because I've lost over 50 pounds and I've maintained it over a year now, while still getting some of the shit that, we all enjoy, that we're addicted to. And I've evolved, definitely. If you watch some of my older videos, you see my message has changed slightly from eat whatever the fuck you want to eat, just fast really long, to maybe you need to watch a little bit, to maybe get rid of some of the hunger and cravings and health issues that fasting alone just can't deal with. And it can't. Fasting is a great supplement. And it's free, it saves you money, it helps you lose tons of weight. It is probably the best supplement in the world. And nobody can market it. You can't. That's why no one's pimping it out on society. They're like, hey, no, the fasting's bad for you. You're gonna eat all your muscle, which isn't true. If I was gonna eat all my muscle, I wouldn't be able to lift the same weights that I lifted since the beginning of this. I've gone up in some areas as far as reps, as far as the actual weight, but I have maintained the same level of strength with over a year, with 72-hour fasts in there, with 36 alternate day fasts, with 20 and 24s, and now I'm about to do the 5-day, and we'll see. Now, I know I'm going to be weak when I come out of the 5-day until I regain my strength, but I don't think I'm going to lose a whole lot of muscle, because I haven't. I've lost a little bit. You do lose a little bit, but I think it's the part that your body that's fucked up. I think the body, when you do longer fasts, goes for all the damaged and fucked up shit before it goes for the really good shit. At least that's what I've seen from other people that I've studied that have done longer fasts. So wish me luck. I can't guarantee I'll make it 5 days. It may get really bad. If it gets really bad, I will stop it. I'll see how far I can go. I'm shooting for 5 days. Maybe 6. Depends on how I feel on that 5th day. If I'm feeling fine that 5th day, I don't feel like I'm going to kill somebody if I don't fucking eat, then I may push it to 6 or even 7. I do have a lot of work to do on the weekend. Don't know that I want to do that with 7 days of fasting under my belt. So, we'll see. But, for the most part, I'm undertaking the 5-day fucking challenge. So that's it for this fucking video. I might stick with this. I'm kind of digging I gotta see how it comes out when I edit it, but I'm kind of digging using just a TV as my background and making my videos that way. I just gotta rig up some audio. I really need to invest in a shotgun mic, but that's one of them things that requires money I don't have. So just keep that in mind. But don't worry, I'm not going to charge you fuckers for videos. It's not going to happen. You're just going to have to keep watching them ads and so on and so forth like you have been. It was just an idea of having ad-free videos and seeing, what you guys thought. It was an overwhelmingly resounding no on that. And I hear you, because I myself have never paid for a video on YouTube, and it would have to be a pretty special fucking video to make me want to do so. In the meantime, remember, I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Have a nice fucking day.